What's up, guys? War History Geek here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some footage that I took of the Webb Military Museum in Savannah, Georgia. Now this video is about a year old now. However, I found it in my saved footage, and I figured that I would post a video about it. So just a little history on this museum. It was founded by Gary Webb in 2015, and it is a completely privately owned collection and museum. In Savannah, Georgia. So that's just about all the history that you need to know about the museum. There is an entire history written out by the owner on the website, which I'll have linked down below if you want to read that. But let's just get right into the footage. All right, so here you can see the entrance there with Gary Webb at the counter. So here we're turning, and you're getting a look here at some of the displays. I'm going to start over here by this door as I start to do a loop around this fairly small museum, but definitely has a lot of quality items. So there's some items hanging on the back of the front door there. You can see some caps and miscellaneous uniforms. Here is a modern representation of a Revolutionary War uniform. A very beautiful portrait there of a soldier. On here, he had a lot of items that he handed to people going through the museum tour, as well as some family items. Up there also, he has a World War I German Feldmütze, transitional helmet, and an SS Stahlhelm. And then, of course, up here he has some German hats and uniforms, etc. There he has a U.S. Army dress uniform. And then moving along here, there's a lot of cool wall hangers. You can see some Confederate flags up there as we enter the Civil War section. There's some really cool uniforms in there, some interesting pieces. He also had a number of those logs, as you can see down in the bottom right corner, which had cannonballs and bullets, etc., stuck in them. I tried to get some close-ups here. Unfortunately, the glass created a lot of reflections, but you can see some pretty cool kepis in there, some more flags, swords, some more swords right there. And then as we move closer over here, you can see this MiG-21 cockpit and nose cone, which was really interesting, as well as the helmet over there. Some more wall hangers there. As we continue moving, you can see a wooden propeller, some more portraits, and now we're moving into the post-Civil War section here, so War of 1812 era, Spanish-American War, Mexican-American War, that kind of era there. Some cool uniforms, patches, hats. There's a recruitment poster there, an original saddle. Some more very, very pretty uniforms there with all the bullion and everything else. Early American uniforms. And then as I turn here, you can see we're moving into the World War I section. You can see some officers' uniforms, standard doughboy uniform, some posters and portraits there, a number of helmets. Here you can see some more wall hangers, of course, War Bonds poster there. Right there in the center top, you're seeing an experimental World War I U.S. helmet. A dog tag kit down there with the little mallet. Some more really interesting uniforms. Some helmets painted up with custom stuff. There you can see another portrait, as well as some more interesting uniforms there. And I wish I could go into more detail, but there's just so much in this museum. I didn't get a chance to save all the specific details. If you go and visit yourself, the owner, Gary Webb, would be more than happy to discuss it. Here you can see the World War I German section, and then we're going to turn to look at the World War II, or the beginning of the World War II German section. But there you can see a World War I pilot uniform, some very interesting Pickelhaubes. In the center there, you see a camouflage helmet shield. And then here you have the early Nazi-era political uniforms and stuff. Here you have Dr. Arthur Zeiss Inquart's white cap, Chancellor of Austria, governor, or not governor, but was involved in the government of occupied Poland. He was the Reichscommissioner in the Netherlands, and he was also tried and killed in the Nuremberg trial. So that was one of the more interesting pieces in the museum there. Here we have the British section there for World War II, a flag there, some miscellaneous airman uniforms, a baby gas mask there in the center. Lots of interesting pieces in there. Here you can see more wall hangers, more war stamps and bonds posters, some portraits and photographs, some art pieces. And then as we turn the corner here, we're looking at the World War II Pacific section. So here you're seeing some Navy uniforms as well as some Japanese stuff on the side over there. So you got a Nambu pistol, some Japanese samurai swords. There you have the Japanese infantry uniform and helmet. That's a cool piece there. That's a piece of the USS Arizona that he recovered for the museum. As we turn around here, you're getting a good look at a flag there in a veteran grouping. And then here we're getting some more images here of Army and Marines uniforms there on that side. Some aviator caps as well. Not a large collection of Pacific War stuff, but definitely a nice, interesting selection there. And then as we turn the corner here, he had some miscellaneous hats there that you could try on for photo opportunities, and then some maps and other wall hangers. Now, as we turn around again, we're going to be entering more World War II German stuff, and a lot of the stuff will be primarily World War II German. Here we also have some Japanese Arisaka rifles and flags as well to finish off that Pacific section. A Soviet flag there. Unfortunately, I don't remember the details in regard to that flag. I wish I saved that plaque there. Here on the top shelf, you can see some beautiful examples of KIA helmets, especially this one here on the far left. That was a really interesting helmet. Some interesting reference books he had there. That is a standard civilian German gas mask. Here he had an entire veteran bring-back collection here as well. Some more reference material and a German MG ammo box. In that case there, that was one of my favorite items there. That had a collection of every German belt buckle, both political and military related. A very nice wall hanger eagle there, some Afrika Korps stuff. And then this is the nicest part of the museum here. You have original Fallschirmjäger smocks, Panzer tunics, SS tunics, camouflage FJ M38s, original SS helmets with camouflage and stuff, and a number of specific historical items here. In there you have Otto Skorzeny's German Cross in gold with the preliminary award documents, which we'll see soon. Right now I'm currently looking at a Hitler Youth uniform and a Flak-Helferin uniform. Here's Otto Skorzeny's Gold Cross. In there, you also see Dr. Friedrich Daschein's RAD officer's doctor uniform, as well as Karl Maria Demmelhuber's Oberführer's tunic. He was the general of the SS Standarte Germania, among some other units. There he has a case of original Pervitin. There's a whole thing there. I'm planning to make a video on that, but it was used by the Germans, but not as much as it's perpetuated now by the media and all these other tabloids and everything else. But anyway, now we're moving into some more U.S. stuff from the Second World War on the Western Front in Europe, of course. So we have some airman bomber jackets there, some interesting infantry uniforms that he got directly from the families, a beautiful painted bomber jacket, some jump uniforms used on D-Day. That's a really cool one there. There you're seeing some SS uniforms and as well as some concentration camp uniforms as well in regards to the Allgemeine SS. Now, the originality of these, I believe them to be genuine based on the quality of the other items in this museum, but of course, as collectors, you always have to be weary of those types of Holocaust-related items. Here we have more U.S. stuff, a little bit more Pacific stuff, some more dress uniforms from the Second World War. Lots of interesting pieces in these cases. Some really incredible items as you've seen so far. As you turn, you can see another vet bring-back collection. Some more portraits. That's an interesting veteran bring-back collection with an SS scrapbook as well as a handgun and a diary, I believe. There you have a unit flag, some more maps. And now Now we're moving into the Vietnam section here. So here you're going to start to see some more Air Force uniforms and jackets, flight jackets, stuff like that. Also Korea, of course. You also have some Korean uniforms in here. Some Medals of Honor right there, which I'm sure, as all you collectors know, is extremely rare. Turning the corner here, there's some more bomber jackets and flight jackets. Some Vietnam-era uniforms and camouflage uniforms. Lots of awards in their boxes down there, as you can see. Turning here again, you have some more uniforms. There were some specific uniforms from some celebrities. There you have a piece of shrapnel. And as I was saying, there are some specific uniforms from some celebrities that served in the service. I unfortunately cannot recall off the top of my head what they were. However, you do get a good look there. He bought them at the SOS, actually, is what he told me. A good look at some of these camo uniforms here. Looking at on top, you have some more flight jackets and some additional camouflage stuff. Now, going around this corner over here, you have another look at the MiG-21 nose cone, as well as a flight suit hanging up on the wall over there. And then turning around again, you have some more modern stuff. So Desert Storm, 1980s, a forest camo as well. Moving into the 90s and early 2000s. A very cool Iraqi camo helmet there. Some more flight suits up there as well. Moving in, we have some interesting art and some Navy uniforms, I believe. Lots of cool pieces in this case as well. Unfortunately, I wish I could talk more about some of these items. I just did not get a chance to document everything, and of course, this being over a year ago, I didn't get to save everything. There's an Iraqi flag there. Another dress uniform, as you can see there. You got a field office and a field telephone from the First World War, I believe. And then this is his shop area. So some stuff was on display. Other stuff was for sale. In that glass case and everything else. So he also had some uniforms for sale that you'll see over here. So everything in that case was for sale. He did have some nice items for sale. I did pick up one item. I picked up my my first standard German M40 at this museum. Got a very fair price for it. I believe it actually has appeared in a video before, in a new acquisitions video a while back. Here you get another look at the counter where he sits and displays and talks about everything else. So then here you can see some more hats, uniforms, etc., as I was just discussing, for sale. In there he had cases full of German awards and belt buckles and everything else. And then taking a step out here to take a look at the front of the museum. We're coming to a close. And so that's just about all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a fairly short video, and I figured it was just such a lovely museum that I just had to take a look at it on this channel. Once again, it's in Savannah, Georgia, so if you're ever in the area, make sure to check it out. Once again, it's not a large museum. It only took me about an hour to get through if I wanted to actually read everything. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, and when you're in that area, hit the subscription button and notification bell. I have plenty of other videos coming in the near future, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!